Hey guys, it's me Ariel, and this is your mood of the day. I just wanted to make a quick post about Friday. As you guys know, I keep saying over and over again, it's going to be the live vlog. It is going to be based on Venice Beach Freak Show, and it's going to be a special effects makeup vlog. Now, I wanted to clarify for those of you who want to get like certain looks, but can't spend the money on products. Now that I'm more elite, I guess, I use the Makeup Forever Professionals palette, and it's a very nice special effects palette, but this is also $120, and not everyone can just fork over the money if they're just getting into it. So what I use otherwise is I'll take a highly pigmented palette. Like, this is the Sephora Color Anthropology palette. So look at all the colors I have to choose from. So if I don't have a color I need, or when I was just starting out, I would use a highly pigmented eyeshadow and use it as my special effects design. Another thing that's very important is just making sure you have a blank canvas. The more you have a blank canvas, the better it works out for you. You guys will watch me, and I will be and every day I use this light medium BB cream because I tan right now, and like my face, like, as you can, I don't know if you can see when I move my brush down, but can you see what color I am? My shoulder, and then see this, like, I am tan right now, so like it looks different. So I have a mascara that gives me, as you can see, this gives me a little bit of color. But when you are doing a palette like this, if you're doing a special effects makeup art, you want to be whiter, either whiter or darker. You don't want to like match and try to bronze, depending on what you're doing, because it's not going to look good or make sense for you. So, like, let's say, and I will warn you, some of the images I'm about to show you, some may find they're not inappropriate, they're just a little creepy. I find them really hard to get through and scary, so some of these are, if I can get my phone to not be so bright against you guys. So I don't even think you guys can see that because it's so white in the background. Sorry, it's allergy season. But for those of you guys who can see these images, one of the most, that's just really creepy. One of the most, I'm okay with most of the creepypasta images, but Jeff the Killer still scares me. Like, I have had nightmares, but I need to stop because they're just getting worse. And, like, it's the most popular of the creepypastas, so everyone sees it. But, yeah. Nuts. I've had nightmares and nightmares and nightmares about him because the thing about creepypasta stories is how they are written and made. They're made by regular people, and they're put on the sites to put them all together. So you've got YouTube videos of people going and they excuse me, so that they go and they read them to you and things like that. Most people love them because it gives you like a little bit of fear. My problem is that they go through things from my childhood and they make them creepy, like Pokemon. They have one on Pokemon. They've got like ones on like Disney, and I'm just like, no, I don't want that. But for starting out makeup artistry, a lot of people do creepypasta. Is one of their main start out ones. So, another thing people do when they're starting out is scars and bruises. Which is apparently a song. If you guys can see, most of these are made by makeup artists. Some of these are not. Some of these are just creepy. But that is a newscast, so I'm not going to show it out. I started out with bruises and then went to scars. That's just how I started. It was a little easier for me. Actually, one of the first, makeups, I wouldn't even consider it a makeup, that I did was emo scars down both wrists, and it was for a Halloween thing. We were having a Halloween, dance at our school, and I did that so in that way I didn't have a costume, so I was wearing dark clothes, and then I did that, so then that way I looked like that, and then I had someone spray my hair black, and I was apparently, an emo scene kid. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like in 8th grade, so I don't know, but so I had the slash marks down both wrists. And I did it, I two-toned them, and I didn't know what that was at the time, though. But basically, I took a red Sharpie and a black Sharpie, because that's what I had to my disposal. So I took the red Sharpie and I splashed everywhere down my wrist, both sides, and I took the black Sharpie and made it look realistic, and it worked. One of the main ways is to bruise. I will show you. For those of you who want to get to know makeup artistry but don't want to go as in depth as I do, you're going to need a couple different brushes. Sorry, I have makeup in back of me. Alright. One of the main brushes you're going to need is this kind of a foundation brush. I like these because they're nice for blending, but yet they don't blend so much that it makes it go away. You're going to need an angled blush brush. You would need an eyeliner, apparently. Eyeliner always seems to follow me since I wear eyeliner a lot. You will need an angled liner brush, and you'll need is this an angled one? Or a regular one? This looks like a regular. The regular eyeshadow brush. So, there's just main brushes that you can always get at the stores and stuff. This one I started off of was just a simple beauty makeup kit, and that's how I started doing the scars. Because when I first started, I thought it was really cool to do things like that, and I did not have the tools most people did. That's all. So, I actually started off with my makeup design with a guy that his girlfriend wasn't paying attention to her, and he wanted her to notice him. So he made me do a hickey on his neck, and she thought it was a hickey. So he was very happy. Okay, I'm going to do it on my cheek. I usually don't do it on my face. I usually just do it on your arms because it's a little bit easier of a surface to work with. Because the face has more, dimension. Usually I would do it, on the side of, here. Or in here. Here is a good place to do it because it's a realist. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know why someone would hit you there, but it looks it looks more realistic because you've got bumps and grooves in it. So, lesson learned. So I did not prime my face, which probably would have made this show up better, but it's gonna look a little dirty. I should have primed. I usually prime my face when I do this. Okay, so some browns in there. You want to put in. You don't want to go for black and blue. You know how they say a bruise is black and blue. A bruise is black and blue. But when you do makeup, you're not doing it black and blue. You're going with a purple to make it look like that. So we're gonna take a dark purple, and we're gonna just edge it in dark purple. And then when you feel like you've got quite a bit going on, you're gonna take your brush, and then you're gonna blend it out. And then you're going to keep going. You don't want it to look perfect. If it looks too perfect, then you've got to edge it out because there's an issue with that. You don't want this like round ball. You don't want it to be round. You want it almost to be oval shaped because no one bruises you like an exact way, you know. So I'm going to come down a little bit here because it looks too perfect to me. You can use some blues if you like. But sometimes they show up too blue, and it just doesn't look right. And then if you want to, you could add some grays. Basically, you just go around it and just do whatever colors you feel like. Sometimes I'll add in a little bit of a yellow, depending on if you want a new bruise or an old bruise. Like, I feel like I want to do a little bit of an older bruise. So, then I brush it out. So this is something that I did to people all the time. I would say to my friend, I'd be like, hey, can I put makeup on you? Sure, they'll bruise down there. What are you doing? Oh, special effects to make up yeah. So this is what I would do before. And those of you who don't have this kit yet kind of have an advantage because they'll be like, someone else will be doing it and be like, oh, I'm going to use my special effects makeup kit. And you'll be like, ha, you can't make a bruise. Because it just doesn't work right. I have not gotten all the colors yet. I want to get some powder pigments to do stuff with, and I have not gotten to that point yet. Because, like I said, special effects makeup is very expensive. You have to, like, get it online, get it on sale or something, because, like, at least this is a full set. This is still, like, $120. Like, and I don't even have, like, all the special brushes I should have. I also want to get some airbrush makeup really badly, but again, it's really expensive. But it's a good addition to your kit. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll take this brush, the angled eyeliner brush, and I'll take a darker gray, almost brown, and I'll just dot it in, because you know how sometimes you get like those little speckles in your bruise? I think it makes it look a little more realistic. Because you need it to be textured and all that. Make it look good. Alright, so I'm trying to get like not all this crazy light going on. Yeah, here. That window just needs to stop. So you see that? Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it in the darkest red that you have, which would be this one for me. Try using matte colors. You don't want it to glitter too much. Like the ones I'm using have a little bit of shimmer, but not extremely. If you guys are using like extreme glitters, it's just gonna look fake. It's gonna look like makeup. So you guys want to try to use matte. Of course, for me, I'm just kind of putting this on for you guys, so it doesn't matter right now. I'm not like trying to do anything, so. And I feel like this is another good one for starting out for people because you can take it off easily. It's very important. Oh my goodness gracious. This is getting annoying. Sorry for all this craziness, guys. It's Mother Nature. Blame her. Yeah. Okay. So now when you think you're done, you can take this brush, your angled blush brush, and just push it inward. Because you keep brushing outward, and then when you blend, you brush inward. Okay. so now. I'm looking at it in real life and it looks pretty good, but I don't know if you guys can see this. One side, the other side. So you guys can see, you guys see the black part where it changes a little bit? Gives it a little more texture, so that is exactly what you want to see. You want it to be abnormal, you don't want it to be the same. I'm going to do it on my hand and put like a lot more work into it, because like in your face it's a little difficult. I'm going to do one like right on my hand, like you punch someone and got it. So, because hands and arms are a little, it's like the skin's a little different almost, so it's a little easier to work with. So, let me get a red base going. And plus on your hand, usually you don't have to work with acne. I have skin allergies, so I have that to work with, but you know. Okay. Some blues in here, blah 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 blah. Some dark blues in here, blah blah blah. I'm just putting like random colors basically, and then I'll blend it out later. Right now, so this one's gonna look a little more smoky, I think, but whatever. Okay, it's pretty blendable. More red around it, I think, is what you're missing. Okay. And then brush it out. And then I need some purples in it. If you feel like it needs to be lighter, go with a darker yellow, because that'll brighten it up. If you feel like it needs to be darker, add some purple and keep going, because that'll give it more color too as well. So I just want a little bit of yellow in the center. I would highly recommend washing your brushes after this, because they're going to get a little icky. Alright, now I'm going to do my dots. I also recommend doing this with an older palette, because sometimes it's a little easier if you're already digged in the colors, whereas if you use a brand new one, it makes it kind of difficult. Okay, so this is my hand. You can see that. Sorry, this part is skin allergies. Don't look at that. That's really gross. It's like eczema. Okay, so can you see the coloring? Facial. My hands. So that's pretty much how you just do your normal bruise. If you want to look like it's scarring, I can try that for you guys. I don't know if it's going to work, because I'm not using the same products that I used to. I haven't tried scarring with this one yet. And again, you never use white on this. You always use yellow. So I'm using a pale yellow on top for my, or where you would have think there was white. So, and you blend it in on the sides. You go from your scar out, scar out, scar out, scar out, and back and forth that way. It makes it look more realistic. Okay, so there's scarring in this one. Can you guys see that line of scarring? Very nice, very nice. I like it a lot, actually. To get them off, you can use makeup remover, whatever, whatnot, because it's just eyeshadow, so it's a little easier to get off, whereas if you're using a Makeup Forever Professionals palette, or any other special effects palettes, it's a little more difficult, but that's how I do that. You guys can really see now if I put it them side by side, you guys can see. So, this side, that side. Yeah, I like that. Sorry guys, I have an issue because I'm like, wait, looks like this side, it's actually this side. Huh. Imagine that. So you can trick your friends, trick your teachers, I guess. Cool. I really, really like it, actually. I think it looks really nice. If you really wanted to, you could probably take, oh, I do not recommend taking a blender to it, take your brushes to it, because your brushes are not going to blend like a beauty blender or a makeup sponge. So use brush, not sponge, because the idea of a makeup sponge is to blend it in and make it look more natural, whereas with like a bruise or scratch or whatever, you don't want to make it look natural. And to add to this, if you want one of my zombie looks, I've actually went to school like this several times, you can take out your kit, and I actually use a light gray under your eye. So, because you're trying to make it look like you have not slept, and basically what you're doing is you're going over where you would have wrinkles, and so they can stand out. So it makes you look like a little more aged and old. So you go down on both sides, and then another thing that I would do probably is put some greens, like dot some greens in my face, so it makes it look like I'm rotting. And edge out the greens. That didn't stand out too well, but you know. So I'm taking this color green, see the green, and then you guys can believe I'm actually putting green on my face. Okay, so here's the idea of this great stuff. Anyway, cool. So some greens in there. I'm not going to do too much just because I am not wanting that kind of look. Make sure you hollow out your cheeks too. Do you guys, can I teach you guys how to hollow out your cheeks? I don't think so. So you're going to take, I believe that you have bronzer, but use something darker. So I'm using a dark brown. And then line the other cheek. I know I have a bruise there, but you still need to line it, so that way it looks more realistic as your cheek is hollowing itself out. And then flick out a little with the brush, because you want that color to come down a little, so it looks like your cheeks are hollowed. Because right now it just looks like I'm a robot and have lines on my cheeks. Okay, so they look sunken in, right? You want them to look sunken in, and then if you have a chin like I do, you need to imagine your skinny self. So imagine that's not there, and imagine this. So okay, so you need to make a line there. Watch this. This is also another way how you can contour. This is what I call the sick way of contouring, because you look very sickly. I kind of like it actually, because it really thins me out. Because I'm a weirdo, so I'm gonna make myself look sickly apparently on purpose. So, okay, so you see that line? That is like the skinny line, because zombies are abnormally skinny. So you're going to just dot some brown in like little swirlies. I usually just make little swirlies with my brush, and then that way I got a little extra there, extra lip there to blend. So you just blend it out. Blend it out, blend it out, blend it out, blend it out. Okay, and then this one you really want to blend. Make sure it's all in there. If you want to, you can put like a cream on top of it to help blend it a little out, So here's what I really blend it in. Okay. So I look like a zombie now. So, yay! So those are two looks if you just want a little bit of makeup, but not too much when going into special effects. So, that's a good start. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure you watch. I think I'm going to try to do like a little thing on makeup each day until the day of Freak Show. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun. So, go on whatever site, text me, message me, anything you guys can do. Try to go on and tell me, vote your favorite character. A person. They're real people. I keep wanting to say character because you're used to saying characters in TV shows. It's almost like a reality show, so they're stars. They're stars to me. So vote on your favorite star and tell me who is your favorite person in Venice Peak Freak Show. So I can do the makeup based off of it. So just to clarify here, No, I can't put humongous abnormal amounts of hair on myself. And no, I can't pierce every inch of myself. I'm trying to think of the other characters just to make sure I got everything. No, I'm not going to put any objects that don't belong certain places. So just to let you guys know, like, let's say if you guys choose creature, I will be doing, like, the design of creature on my face, and my neck, and a little bit of my arms, but it's like, I'm not going to be able to sit there and latex my entire face to be able to add little piercings. That's a little too much. If you guys are doing that, then you would understand how much work that is. Either that or I'd have to go to Top Notch and pierce like the entire section of my face, which I do not care to do anytime soon. I'm also trying to get my tongue pierced because I think that way I'd just like stick out my tongue at people and could be a piercing there. Not for like the weird, crazy, inappropriate reasons everyone else gets it done for. I think it's really cool to like stick out your tongue and have it there. I don't know. I've also always wanted a Monroe too. Ooh. Oh, apparently really tired and really sneezy today. So there you go. 2 drawers down. I got like, what, 5 to go. I'm going through the moods. You get all of a sudden angry. So, make sure to check it out. Vote for your favorites. I just want to give you guys guidelines or whatever because there are some things that I might not be capable of doing. But I will try my hardest. Like, I'm still going to do as best as I can. So, and you guys can also use and vote on some of the different exhibits, and I will do something based on that. Like, their snake charmer is not like as like big, but she's still the snake charmer and she's still cool. Am I gonna show up on YouTube in like a full bikini? No, but I'll do something based on that. So I'm Annabelle Vovine, and you guys need to vote your hearts away. See you guys later. Bye!